That's interesting. So when are you going to give back the money for the dog park?
Oh, we're not, because I gave $3,500 more of my own money, and
so that means there's seven. That means the foundation has $7,000.
Part of it is still in a GoFundMe. I got to make it. I want them to take over I haven't even gone to the GoFundMe when I was out west. I just started it, and I'm going to go there and I'm going to empty that money right in the account.
Well, how much? Wait a minute. You said you put $3,500 of your own money in. Is it in there?
Right. $1,800 is in the GoFundMe, right? Because when I left, they didn't have the ability to have a computer generated fund thing. You had to go directly through them. When I came back, they did have that technology, so I don't need to GoFundMe. But I handed out flyers across the country with that, that website. So if anybody did give to it, then that's just more money for us to build with. So. All
right. So let me get this straight. There was $3,500 in there, and you put $3,500. That's $7,000. Plus there's $1,800. That's $8,800.
No. I didn't give 35 plus another 1,800. I gave 35. It's just between the two accounts, I split that 3,500 just because I wanted money in the GoFundMe.
Well, let me ask you this: does Randy have all $7,000 now?
All but the 1,800 in the GoFundMe, which next week I plan to get the appointment down there and we'll transfer it and it will be in there. But I just haven't done it yet because I wanted to do it through the New York Community Foundation. I want all the money going through New York, to do them. My hands aren't on any of it. It's just, there you go.
Well, no, I certainly don't blame you for that. I'm looking.
Yeah. And I haven't been feeling good. I'm a new, they got me on a new program now. It's helping, but the weather just kicks my butt here. So I'm doing what I can. And Cliff's dad died. He was going to have the resolution on the table for me, the last couple meetings, but it was just, he was in and out of the hospital, all the time. And, I waited 15 years. I can wait, another 2 weeks or whatever. So that resolution should be on the table for the 1st of September. And then, there's no reason we can't have a basic dog park built by the end of the season. I mean,
you're talking the end of this season.
Yes, I don't see any reason.
And you have already designated where the location is?
Gene Hayes designated that in 2007. that he said it was the ideal spot. That second report didn't find a better spot. So if the ideal spot, that's the ideal spot, and it is because it's located.
And this is by the lookout off the Gotham Street entrance.
Right, yep.
And what, on the other side of the road from the lookout?
Yeah, it'd be hard to balance it on the lookout. Yeah, it's on the other side.
All right, so you're saying that's the best place in the world for a dog park?
That in this city, Gene Hayes said that's the ideal.
Well, I like Gene Hayes. I'm a Gene Hayes fan, but that doesn't mean he's right.
I'm a Gene Hayes fan too. he didn't know what a dog park was when he started, and he became one of our biggest fans. He even told me if he won the Publishers Clearinghouse, he was going to give me $1 million to build my dog park. And
well, yeah, listen. If I won,
name it after me. What's that?
If I won a couple $100 million, yeah, we'd have a dog park. We'd have a real nice one on Factory Square.
No, that would be a dog fighting pit. That's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, that's just property redlining. You're just making.
Don't build dog parks. I showed people down south that built dog parks for a living. They laughed and asked me, "Is this a joke?" And I was like, "No, this is what my city wanted to do." And people locally that know a little bit about dog parks, the same thing. You don't build dog parks like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's things you do for safety, and all of them that on that spot violated safety.
I don't think there's going to be a dog park. I don't think you're going to build one this year. Not with $8,000.
Well, bet another $1,000. I'll bet you another $1,000 right here.
No.
I can't say it's going to get done by the end of the year, but the process will be in place, and we.
Okay, here's what would have to happen. You would have to get a city council to designate as the preferred location. And of course,
at the 1st of September meeting. That's what we're on track to do.
So, all right, and then you got to hope that a successor council doesn't change their mind.
No, because we will have it. That's why I'm pushing to have it built now and get it done with, because by the time they get in January, it'll be a dog park. And if they want to tear out a dog park, that's a whole other thing.
Well, how much of a dog park can you build for $8,000?
Well, you can't, but it's the start of a fun, not the end of a fun. Jeez.
Well, I know.
I'm just.
Listen, I think it's. I guess it's great. You didn't like the area in the park over near the zoo, that big, been all cleared out now?
I would have taken that originally, but once you got the splash pad and the pool up there, it's too noisy, and that's another safety thing.
Dogs bark. They don't care.
It's like if you had an older dog, and the older dog didn't hear the scream of a kid, and the young dog whips around, all of a sudden you could have a fight just from that. Way over there, they're dissipated enough so it's not going to affect. It's
just the people over at the lookout there, if they're...
They won't be there anymore.
Where are they going to go for their encounters, their rendezvous?
They'll find another spot, but it won't be there because, they don't want to be, where all the people are coming, from town. It's been proven, like drug, they put them in drug areas that is cleaned up.
So what exactly does go on there?
What?
What does go on there at that lookout? That you got to move them out. I mean, I thought it was just if it's somebody just parking a car, how does that make any disturbance?
I heard what goes on there. I don't know, but it's just rumors. It's none of my business.
Yeah. What do you mean you heard what goes on? Tell me what you heard.
I just heard guys go there to hook up. That's all I've heard.
Holy moly!
I've heard there's a name for that point that I won't use on the air.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't like those kind of characterizations.
No, I'm not gonna use that on the air.
Well, everybody's got to go somewhere, man.
See, I grew up in Gouverneur, so I mean.
Where do they go? Under the lifesaver or what? What do they do there?
Oh, maybe Butler Pavilion. That's a nice spot.
When are they going to put tables back in there?
I don't know.
You can't. What good is that pavilion if you can't sit down? I know somebody was asleep on one, so get some round tables. They're harder to sleep on.
With some spikes on them or something.
I guess. I don't know.
I have a spike every.
Just my thought. Well, Glenn Curry's going to be here at 5 o'clock. We're live at 5, and he'll have some big news for you. So.
You'll have something.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later.
Cool.
I know.
Yeah, bye.
All right. The dog park guy. Yeah. Yeah. How long has that been going on for? Oh, my God. It seems like forever. Hey, you've been listening to the Hotline on a community broadcaster station. This is AM 1240. We are, of course, WATN. We are in Watertown, New York. Time now. 1 o'clock, and CBS News is coming up next.
This is CBSD.com. I'm Steve Kaifin.